People just keep living like this and until they die, but you're here because you're about to change this in your life. And let me tell you some good news. At this point, now you have the power, now you are able to choose. If you've been feeling frustrated, or you've been feeling bored or angry or sad lately, you need a change right now. A change. And you're ready for it. Subscribe and keep on track. What kind of changes do you want to see happening? And how does your life look with these changes in it? And what will these changes bring to your life? What is that reason so deep inside of you can recognize having a couple, having a nice body, having freedom in finances? Let's just start. You first need to realize what kind of things you haven't been doing. Watch on your habits, because most of people just go through life doing always the same, but they don't even know what they're doing. Ask yourself, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? What do you do in the afternoon? And what do you do at night? Take a look at your health in every stage in your life. How is your health mentally? How is your health on your body? How is your health right here in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul? As my love, the most valuable thing that we have in our lives is the energy and the time, and of course it's our body. You need to ask, how do you see yourself? Describe yourself. Do you consider yourself as a smart person? Do you see yourself as a kind-hearted person? Do you think you are sexy? Do you think you are cute or pretty? How do you feel about yourself? And it's really important that you are honest with yourself, even if it hurts a little bit. Every healing hurts. Let's imagine that you go on a bicycle and that you fell from the bicycle and you get hurt on your knee. And then after you get hurt and you are cleaning the wound, it will hurt right before it heals. So it's the same with our feelings, it's the same with our emotions. Don't be a chicken. And if you need to cry about it, just cry it. I found out that most of people does not like to cry, and because they feel weak. And I'm gonna be honest, I was like that some time ago. I had this need of being this strong, independent woman. In my past, I learned that that was a reasonable way of not being hurt, which worked in the beginning, but after that, it will actually create more wounds. So cry about it. If you need to cry about it, cry about it. If you need to feel sad about it, be sad about it. If you need to be angry about it, my love, be angry about it. If you need it, just do it. It is important that we release our emotions. And if you keep living in the past, and if you keep living in the anger, in your sadness, or in the same conflict over and over again, and just don't do anything about it, there will be no change at all. You need to heal as well to see changes happening in your life, and you need to release these emotions out of your body. Let's imagine that you have a glass of water, and inside this glass of water you start putting some trash and start to become heavy inside the glass of water. At the point when there is no more water inside the glass and you want to fill the glass with water again, and let's see the water as love and trash as trash and negative emotions. So if you leave all of this trash inside this glass of water, how will you pour more water inside? So if you leave all of these emotions inside your body, how will you be able to fill your body with love again? Like, all of those emotions are just stuck there. And of course, I am not telling you that if you feel anger, you're gonna go out and just look for someone to have a fight. I mean, you could, but that's not the best way to do it. But instead, there are better ways to release your emotions, and it is really important that you release your emotions. Probably you are holding until this point negative feelings. It's totally okay. Forgive yourself for having these feelings against yourself or against the world, because most of these feelings, let me tell you, does not belong to you. These are just feelings and thoughts that someone else had put into your mind since you were a little baby. So even if it was a family member, even if it was friends from this family member, or teachers, or even your friends as a little baby, everything that was in your surroundings created the person that you are right now. And at that point, yeah, you maybe wanted to blame them, and probably they are to blame, but probably not, because most of people just are living in this life with a level of unconsciousness that, oh my god, like most of them, and most of people just keep living like this and until they die. But you're here because you're about to change this in your life. And let me tell you some good news. At this point, now you have the power. Now you are able to choose what you want to put here and what you want to put in here. My love, all of your choices and all of the power belongs to you right now. If you consider that living in the past and just changing nothing at all is how you want to live, because it is the easy way, because you feel like you are lazy to don't change anything, there's nothing to do about it. But let me tell you that in 1 year from now, if you decide to live in the past and hold on the same thing and live the same things over and over again, you will have a year of excuses. But if instead you decide to go deeper into yourself and answer those questions you don't want to answer, and feel these feelings that you have been avoiding so much to feel, you will be, oh my god, everything is gonna be so different. It's gonna be so amazing. I want to see you already, because I've seen this happening and I know exactly what I'm talking about, because I've been through it, and trust me, it hurts. But what comes later, it's the most valuable thing that you will get in your life, for real. People constantly repeat the past. Like, people will be having the same thoughts, and in consequence that we having the same actions, in consequence that we having the same results, because they are constantly living on their past. But my love, if you are living on the past, you cannot create and live a nice and amazing present. You cannot create a gorgeous and valuable future. You will not be able to create new memories, amazing good memories. So let's just stop that. That past is on the past. I know that you may be scared, but let me tell you, having fear is so normal. I mean, you're a human. You are supposed to experience all of the feelings. You cannot avoid to feel certain ways. You can feel either happiness, you can feel joy, you can feel love, you can feel beauty, you can feel as well sadness, you can feel anger, you can feel frustration, you can feel everything, because you are a human. You're supposed to be here to experience things and let go the expectation of other people. Expectations hurt so much, and probably at this point you're even living your life just to please someone else. And if people has expectations, they should have these expectations on them, not on you, because that's the reason that they have a life as well. You have a life, they have a life, so everyone should live on their own lives. You don't owe anything to anyone, and they don't owe anything to you. Not at all. Let go the opinion of others about yourself. I know how it feels like, trust me. And it's sad. Let's be honest, it's sad when people talk about you. Whatever affirmations, because affirmations works. Okay, manifesting. Okay, let's be clear about this. Manifestation does not work. Affirmations does not work. Visualizing does not work. None of these work. If you are not able to act, you need to act. Look at this. And your imagination is everything that you want to do. Then we have the action, and then we have the manifestation. Okay, so if you are able to imagine, if you are right here, that is amazing, because we have the first step. But you cannot jump from this to this just like that. That is what people is feeling like, so frustrated about manifestations. And that's what they mostly say, like, oh my god, but it does not work. Of course it doesn't work, because you need to act, you need to do something about it, you need to start moving the energy. Just imagine that you have, this is energy, right? But you want probably to make this energy go from here to this point. You cannot be just like, of course not, unless you need to do something like this. Then you create the action, and then the energy is flowing, the energy is moving. It's exactly the same. And of course, affirmation works if you stop listening on them, but it will have more powerful effect if you speak them out loud. Is this magic or is this science actually? Well, it may be both, because well, let's talk about this later. We all have programmation on our minds, on our head. What you heard since you were a child is that you are dumb. You can change that. Energy cannot be created or finished. It can only be transformed. So you cannot be able to delete these programations and just leave it like that, because tendency in the universe and the body, biologic, and in everything is, the tendency is to fill up again. We want to fill. So let's replace these thoughts. Let's replace the thought that's saying you are dumb with the other thought that is, you are really smart. You are really smart. You are intelligent. You are amazing. Now, that's how it works. But of course, it takes some dedication to do. Nothing is like magic powders. And the main reason why people do not want to change is because they fear of uncertainty, or they fear of not knowing what's coming next. So that's why people prefer to live onto the negative, because that's what they know. And even if on the other side of the wall is the most beautiful, wonderful, abundant world, they would rather stick in there because they're afraid. Let's take some risk, my love. Take the risk, because it's coming next. It's amazing. What is important about affirmations? I have this thought deep inside myself. If someone is constantly talking about you, and they saying whatever they're saying, they kind of crafting a reality for you. And if you are not doing affirmations about it, you are letting people decide for you. You are letting others decide on your life. Do the affirmations and do the work. Start acting and renew this energy they're creating around yourself, because that is only benefiting them. And let me tell you something as well. Not making choices is as well making choices. If you're not deciding over your life, if you're not deciding for yourself, someone else will. If you are not deciding for yourself, someone else will decide. Do the affirmations, do the act. To build your willpower and start on that diet you need to start, you may want to take the trash out of your fridge. And it's kind of the same with your environment, with the places that you go, with the music that you listen to, with the people that you are frequenting. If you have this family member, or if you have this friend who you are always there to support, to listen to, to serve as their napkin or a pain reliever, but every time you are with them, you end up feeling tired or stressed or frustrated or sad, or this person is draining you and you need to stop because you need to take care of your energy and of yourself. Focus on what is important for you. You may recognize these people. If you are used to spend 5 hours a day with this person or doing this or that, just change it to just 1 hour and start giving you this time that you give others. Take care of yourself, take care of what you do, take care of your mind, take care of what you eat, take care of your body. If you change the way how you think about some things, I promise you it's gonna be easier for you. Most people see exercising like a punishment, and exercising is a gift that I'm doing to myself because I will feel better after doing it. I will feel less stressed, I will feel more happy, I will feel more free. And to build your confidence, trust yourself. So if you keep saying that you are going to say things that you don't, your confidence will stop going like this. So if you are able to trust more on yourself, your confidence, spend more time doing things that you like. If you like painting, if you like spending time in the nature, if you like dancing, if you like playing soccer, if you like video games, everything in excess is bad, even if it's good. Try to make a balance on everything, but do more of what you like and something that is building yourself up. If it's not giving you a benefit, that you should just leave it and recognize between what you want and what you deserve. And if what you want and what you deserve matches, amazing. But if it does not, then you know what kind of things you need to stop. You cannot wait to be ready. Instead of asking you, am I ready for this? Because most of people will not be ready if they ask themselves, am I ready for this? Because they may be scared to make these changes. They may be feeling that they don't deserve it. They may be feeling like it's gonna be hard and they feel too lazy to put some effort in it. There is a guy that I like listening to a lot, and he speaks Spanish, but if you know some Spanish, his name is Diego Dreyfus. Life is like in video games. Every stage of our life is like a level to pass. Imagine that you are in this stage in your life and you have certain tools and you have certain abilities and you are at a certain environment. Okay, to pass to the other level and go against the monster, a monster may be that X you're trying to overcome. So you take your abilities, you take your tools, and you go through this level of your game. So once you have passed this level, you have reached different tools, you have reached different abilities, you have reached new amazing clothes to look amazing and go through another level, and so on and so on and so on. So take a look at this stage of your level like this, and some levels are harder than the other ones. Albert Einstein said, insanity is looking to get different results by doing always the same, and it is. Imagine that you are trying to get to the beach and you take this road and leaves you at the jungle, and you take just by mistake, because we're humans, we're able to make mistakes, right? And just by mistake you take the same road trying to get to the beach, but you end up in the jungle again. For the third time, would you take that road again? If you start working out, if you start consuming different information, if you start changing the music that you listen to, if you start frequenting these people, if you get better sleep, with this, many things may change. But try to go deeper and think about everything that I said before. And it is going to be really important for you as well to write it down. Our head is able to save a lot of information, but if your head has just a lot of the same information, you will have less space to put other information inside. And that's how people get stressed sometimes. People may be having a lot of things on their heads, and whenever they write down whatever they are thinking about, or whatever that it's making them feel worried about, they will feel like this release. Instead of having all of this traffic in your head and you write down, what do I think about myself? And you're able to see it. It's like looking in the face that thing. You know what I'm trying to say? If you don't want to write down on a paper and in a pen, at least do it in your phone. But I highly suggest you to use a notebook and a pen and write as much as possible. There are many techniques to release. I'm gonna make a video of this later, but writing down, oh my god, it helps a lot. And exercising and drinking water. Anyway, if you subscribe to this channel, I'm going to tell you things that you haven't heard before and things that people does not want you to know. This is your moment, and I trust you to do the changes in your life, and I know you will. Steve Jobs said, "Those who are crazy enough to think that the world can change are actually the ones who change it." My love, thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Feel free to comment, to share with me, to share with us anything. If you want to free your mind, be a part of this community. And there's a lot of people outside that will be getting soon to this content, that will be getting soon to these videos, and we are finding each other. We are a lot. I have a lot to tell you. I have a lot to share. I am Erandytzel. See you in the next videos.